Hey guys, welcome to my conversation with your 4A South Carolina 4A 113-pound state champion Mako Musilunas of Myrtle Beach. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I got all that right. Like it was
Yes,
off the
sir.
top of my head. All right,
Yeah.
good deal. We're batting 1,000. So how does it sound when I say that? Or how do you feel when I say that?
Honestly, it's probably the best pronunciation I've heard in my life, to be
Okay.
honest. Most people don't ever even get close to pronouncing it right.
How about
So,
when I say state champion? How does that make you feel?
feels awesome.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Has it been a long time in coming?
Yeah, it's definitely been a grind, I'll say that.
All right. We're gonna get to on the mat and talking about that journey of getting to a state title, but we're gonna go off the mat first. You good with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And everybody calls me sir, and I feel so old when you guys do that. All right.
It's the South.
I
Down here,
know
it's
it
yes,
is.
sir, no, ma'am. So,
Musa Lunas is not really a southern name, though, I don't think.
no, sir, it's Lithuanian.
Lithuanian. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Are you from, like, were you born in Lithuania or were you born here?
No, sir. Just my dad's dad is Lithuanian, and
Okay.
my other side's from the islands. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
All right. All right. So let's go. We're gonna go off the mat again. Sushi, yes or no?
absolutely not. I hate sushi.
You hate sushi.
No, disgusting.
All right. Let's stick with food. Pineapple on pizza.
It's not ridiculous, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay. What is your first choice?
I'll just go with plain cheese, to be honest.
Plain cheese. You know what? You're the second
Cheese,
person who's actually said
classic.
that to me.
Can't go
Classic.
wrong with plain cheese.
Plain cheese. I got you. I got you. All right. So if you could go anywhere in the world, where are you going?
Ah, that's a good question. Probably Puerto Rico or some type of tropical island down in like the Caribbean.
Okay. So you're a hot person. You like the beach, you like the
Yeah,
sand, all that jazz.
gotta be hot. Yeah, can't be cold.
Can't be cold. You hate
No
cold.
snowboarding. No snowboarding around here. Nope.
No
Just surfing.
snowboard. Have you ever been snowboarding?
I actually went like 2 months ago. I was up in New York for I was actually trying out a new wave pool they made.
Oh,
Because my other hobby is surfing. So they're like, hey, come try this new wave pool. So I went down there and I tried the wave pool and I don't know if you've heard of American Dream. It's a big mall. It's
uh,
got the wave pool and it's also got indoor snowboarding. So that's when I went snowboarding down there. So it's pretty sick.
whoa, hang on. It's got a wave pool and indoor snowboarding?
Yeah. And it's got an amusement park in it with roller coasters and stuff. Dude, it's sick. It's crazy.
Where is this place?
It's American Dream Mall in New Jersey. It's like right on the border of New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
It's definitely a place to go. It's like the coolest thing I've seen in my life. It's amazing.
So I was
So
gonna ask you a talent you had off the mat, but you already just told me that surfing is a talent.
yes, sir.
So how long have you been surfing?
Pretty much my whole life. I think I've been surfing longer than I actually been wrestling, which is a little crazy to say because I've been doing wrestling for 12, 13 years, like 4 or 5 years old. So, but yeah, I've been doing surfing before I even started wrestling. So almost 14 years now.
Okay. All right.
So
Um,
yes,
if you had to pick, do you have one more you like more than the other?
that's a hard decision. I've actually been struggling because it's like I don't know what I want to do for my future career. It's like in college, I don't know if I want to wrestle or surf, but um, if the opportunity was given, I might wrestle.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's awesome. So
Yes, sir.
are you a competitive surfer?
Yes, sir. So as of right now, In the state of South Carolina, I'm ranked number one, and on the East Coast, for the U18 division, I'm ranked third, I think.
Okay, that's not too shabby.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty good. All right. Hey, you're just so you know, your video froze a little bit. So I don't know if you got me on something.
Yeah, I see it. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
there you
you
go. Is
go.
it better?
Yeah, it's better. I just wanted I didn't want you to go through the whole interview with the same look on
All
your
right,
face.
appreciate
Uh,
it.
again, this has nothing to do with what I actually was going to ask you, but I'm just super curious. So in in scoring surfing, do they like you get points, right? Or they give you points? Is that how that works?
Yes, sir. So, basically, we surf in competitions.
You're muted. Okay, go ahead.
Every Yeah, every heat is around 20 minutes, and they
Are you getting
hello, can you
calls?
hear me? Sorry,
You're
I'm
getting calls,
it's
aren't you?
yeah, I'm throwing blood on my phone.
It's
But yeah,
okay.
so they judge it off of longest ride and most maneuvers.
Okay, longest ride and most maneuvers. So again, not related, but I'm just super interested. Are you a longboard like short? Aren't there longboards and shortboards and things like
Yes,
that?
sir. Yeah, so I actually serve both divisions, which is kind of my standout thing in the surfing community is I'm able to surf at both shortboard and longboard at a high level.
Very cool. Where is the coolest place you've ever surfed?
I've been to Bonsai Pipeline out in the North Shore of Oahu, Hawaii. That's probably the coolest place or the most well known.
That is so
But
cool.
yes, sir.
Did you ever surf Waimea Bay?
I actually didn't surf Waimea, but I have been there.
Yeah, I've been there too. It's pretty awesome. All right. I've
Yes,
wasted too much time talking about surfing just because I thought it was totally cool.
yes,
Um,
sir.
all right, so let's go on the mat and let's talk a little bit about you said that you started wrestling when you were 4 years old. How in the world did you get into wrestling?
Um, my dad, he wrestled in college as well. So, I've my dad's kind of my role model my whole life. So, but he introduced me to a wrestling mat at a young age, and ever since then, I kind of just fell in love with it. Really, I'm not sure what it was about it, but something just clicked, and ever since then, I've just been, like I said, in love with the sport.
So again, I'm really interested because you would think that surfing and wrestling are such different sports, but they're individual. So what is the overlap between them, and what do you find that is similar between your mentality or whatever it is?
Yeah. So, they seem a lot different, but I mean, when it really rolls down to it, as far as the work ethic, wrestling definitely takes the cake. But the surfing does correlate with the wrestling a little bit. As far as balance, core strength, all that stuff. Every time you're standing up on a board, you're doing push-ups. So little by little, you're constantly getting stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Um, wow. Yeah. All right. So I want you to think back to you're now a junior in high school, right?
Yes, sir.
And just won your first state title. Am I right? Yeah, first. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
first high school title. Yes, sir.
First high school title. So I want you to think back to your younger self. And if you were to think back to a young Mako, a little Mako, what would be a piece of advice that you would give him as he's like learning, surfing or wrestling or, basically just getting better?
Um, Definitely work really hard. And just let things play out how they're supposed to. Let the Lord lead the way, and let everything be how it's supposed to turn out. Don't force anything.
Very cool. All right. So I want to go to this year. So last year, you came in and you ended up third. Is that right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So, what was it like walking out after taking third? Was there a sense of accomplishment? Was there a sense of disappointment? What was kind of where were you mentally?
Um, so on the day before when I had lost my semifinal match, I was a little bummed out, but then I knew I had to bounce back, and kind of the next day, I feel like it really clicked. In the semifinal match, I definitely thought I could have wrestled a lot better, but that kind of gave me the strength and motivation to come back and kind of try to take third place because that would be my first time placing.
Hmm.
So walking away with third was awesome. I mean, it's like to wrestle two more matches and win both of those back. It felt really good, but I definitely think I would have felt better with a first or second place. But third place definitely felt really good. It was
All right.
an
All right.
accomplishment.
So, walking into this year, did you did you feel pressure as it related to, I mean, I took third last year, I need to kind of climb, or were you just kind of taking it as it came?
Um, yeah, I came in this year a lot more confident. I knew I had been in this situation, a lot of times, and I wasn't really as nervous as I was last year because I knew what it felt like, and it wasn't something new to me. So I came in this year with 100% effort. I've worked really hard this year, and it definitely did pay off because all the confidence and definitely the reward of the title was definitely good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and you dominated. I mean, you didn't have really any close matches and that sort of thing. I don't know if you felt like you dominated or not, but on the scoreboard, they weren't close.
Yes, sir. No, it definitely felt a lot different from last year. This year's weight cut was a little more intense than last year because it was either this year or next year that I really had to focus. But yeah, I feel like I really did kind of dominate this year. I felt really strong and big in that weight class, so it was kind of a good thing I dropped down that weight.
Yeah. So before we get to the last two questions, did you have because you were really watching what you ate and that sort of thing, was there a food that you missed?
Mac and cheese, surprisingly. Yeah,
You miss mac and cheese. I got
yeah.
you.
I
All
love
right.
mac and cheese.
You know what? We all have our things. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does the next I mean, I know you're going to your senior year. You're going to focus on winning another state title and that sort of thing. What is the next 10 months look for like for Mako? Are you going to be focused? Are you going to get back in the water? Are you going to be surfing a lot more? Are you going to be doing some wrestling? How's that? What does it look like?
Um, Pretty much every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I go over to the local MMA place, and I kind of work with those guys, a little bit of jujitsu and
Okay.
fit in some wrestling with that. But yeah, this month or the next 10 months is going to be a lot of surfing and a lot of traveling.
All right. All right. So, question I'm asking everybody at the very end of our conversations is what is it about wrestling that is special to you? What is it about the sport?
Ah, wow. You know, one thing about the sport that I really love is that it's not easy whatsoever. It's definitely one of the hardest sports out there. Um, it sounds crazy to say, but like definitely the challenging stuff inside the sport is like the weight cut, the work ethic, everything about it. It's like not everybody can do that, and for the brothers and even the sisters, for some of the ladies out there that you meet along the way, and the friends you make, it's unbelievable. Like the guys that I worked in the wrestling room with, I'm gonna be with my whole life. Like
Yeah.
we experienced a lot together. So definitely the friends and people I met on the way through it.
Very cool. Well, Mako, I am so glad that you contacted me to be able to do the interview. It was a ton of fun to learn about your story and everything else. I want to say first, congratulations on a state
Thank you.
title. I
Thanks,
want to
sir.
say best of luck in the next couple of months. I'll be You know what? I'm gonna check out ESPN Surfing and see if I can see you on there and that sort of thing.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to wish you the best of luck in the future, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Later.